Hey Flosstube, it's Shannon the Soda Stitcher here for another update. I have a lot of things to show you. Maggie's wanting attention right away. Maybe she wants to say hi. Ugh. Say hi, Megs. Look at the screen. Oh, she thinks someone's here. So yeah, that was a little bit of a detour. Anyways, I'm Shannon the Soda Stitcher, and that was Maggie. And I'm here for another update. Take two. So I have a lot of things to show you today, but first I want to thank everybody for watching and all of my new subscribers and everybody that's been following me since my first Flosstube. This is Flosstube number 5. So moving right along. Okay, so I am going to start with just sharing what I had a trip to Stitchville USA. That's my LNS here in Minnesota. It's in Minnetonka, Minnesota. And I got together with Andrea Hearts Needleart. She is on Flosstube and she's on Instagram with that name. She's a gem. Like, we've been chatting on Instagram gosh, since last year, and we were like talking about getting together, but then COVID, so we didn't, and finally we were able to get together, and it was so much fun. We probably spent 2.5, 3 hours in there, and did some damage, and then we went to Panera and just chatted for a while longer, and it was just so wonderful, and I can't wait to get together with her again. I will put a little picture here of the two of us so you can see. Yeah, and actually she is one of the Flosstubers that is in the under 1,000 subs club, so I want to do a shout out for her because she shows a lot of really cool things. She hasn't filmed in a while, but she did tell me she's going to do one, so maybe by me saying this it'll hold her to it. And then I also wanted to shout out a couple more. I just feel like it's very important to get those people that are under 1,000 up, because we all know that there's extra perks at 1,000. So while numbers really don't matter, to me, it's kind of cool to watch them grow, but in the grand scheme of things, we do this because we love it, right? The other one is my friend Tara. She is the 805 Stitcher. She is on Flosstube and Instagram. There's Maggie again. Flosstube and Instagram with that name, and she is a bag maker, so you may know her by that. She sells on Etsy. Her bags are absolutely phenomenal, and she is maybe people don't know she is a Flosstube, I'm not quite sure, but we want to get her to 1,000 as well. She's always she shows the neatest things. She had quite the haul in her last video from StitchCon, so that's fun to watch. And then the other one that I found recently was Danny Needlecraft, and if I remember correctly, she is in Germany, I think. I'm sorry if that's incorrect, but oh my gosh, she shows some of the greatest things, and I highly recommend her as well. So Maggie's licking my hand under here. She's like, Mom, pick me up, play with me, snuggle. But we got things to do, so she can just stand there. But first, I wanted to start with some finishes that I have. I mentioned in my finishes video that I had the Heritage Sampler by Plum Street Samplers at Michael's getting framed, and I picked it up, so I wanted to show that to you guys. I have piles, so sorry for my reach. And I'm like obsessed with the frame. They did a great job. I freaking love it. Oh my God, can you not handle how gorgeous it is? Now this frame, I don't know if it's gonna pick up. It's kind of it's darker than it's showing up. It's more of this color. Yes, but it's got lines. You can see there it's kind of lighter, and then this is called, I think it's a fillet. So that's not part of the frame. That's something that I added, but I thought it looked literally, my dryer is making noise, sorry. I thought that looked literally perfect for it. I am so excited, and I haven't put it on my wall yet. I was waiting to film this video. But yeah, I want to start the next one, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but I just wanted to show that to you, kind of do some close-ups. Quite a bit of 1/1, but I enjoyed it. I just love it so much. So yeah, I'm super proud of that, super excited. I'm gonna put that back over there. I don't want it to get dinged up. And then the next thing that I fully finished, and I shared this on my Instagram, I'm gonna put a picture too. So this is one of those things, like I have a ton of like old Hobby Lobby type like wall art. Like I had explained in my finishing video that I would take the backs out or just plop it on the top. So like I have so much of that laying around. My decor has changed so much, but I might as well use it, right? Because I bought it and I can repurpose it. So I have some of that to show you a little bit later too. I have a bunch of frames I kind of wanted to go over, but I actually found this type of art, table art decor at Michael's when I was picking up my heritage sampler. And this is an Americana 4th of July type art type thing. I don't know what they're really called. Tabletop decor, this one is. And I got it for 50% off. Like I said, I'll put a picture up to show, or I probably already did put the picture up to show you what it looked like before. But essentially all I did was, and this is Tomato Dame by Plum Street Samplers. I don't know if I said that. What I did was got some foam core, pinned it, and then taped it down with stitching tape on the back. And then this particular table art had like a couple of raised words on it. So I took some stitcher's tape and put on those and then stuck it in there so it won't fall out. But I love how this turned out too. It was super fun to stitch and I was glad that I got to finish. This was one of my Whip Go finishes for June and I did it. So I'm super excited about that. There are two colors of the orangish red. You can kind of see there. That one's a little bit darker than this one. They're called for colors. I think this one is chrysanthemum. This one might have been terracotta. My skeins looked similar, but after I noticed that, I wasn't going to tear anything out because I didn't want to. The other thing that I did a little bit differently is this sign. Now, when I started this piece, I was still mostly stitching Ada, and I didn't know that there was 1/1, so poking through Ada for 1/1 is a pain in the butt. And all of these birds' beaks and eyes are over 1. And that was the extent of what I was willing to do. The sign is over 1 as well, but I actually did regular stitches and then just did the back stitch for 10 cents. So, yeah. I love it. I haven't hung that one up yet either. I don't know if I'm going to put it on a shelf in my office craft room or put it on the wall, but I love it. I love tomatoes. I think I've said that in a previous video, and I can't wait for tomatoes to get ripe here in Minnesota. So yeah, I love that. And then the next one I have is not fully finished. I have to get a frame for it. And this one was stitched for Brenda, Brenda and the Cereal Starter, and it's Stitch What You Love. I can't remember if I've showed this before, but I'm showing it again. I used a variegated red floss by DMC, and for the life of me, I can't remember the number. I knew it 15 minutes ago, but I will put it on the screen. But I love that. So I just need to press it and get it framed and put that on my wall. But yeah, I love that too. Okay, that is all of my finishes. Next, because I was talking about frames, I wanted to show you frames. So I had talked in my finishing video how I go to thrift stores and get frames. I use that leftover like Hobby Lobby stuff. Sometimes I'll get custom frames made or have them custom framed, or I'll buy custom frames from Etsy or other websites. So I get frames from a lot of places, but I wanted to show you. So my daughter recently moved into her new apartment, and she collected so many frames. In her last home, she had like a wall full of frames just empty frames, and then in some of them she'll have like a little piece of art or something. It was so cool. But now when she moved into her new place, she went through all of her frames and then had a big box for me to look through because she knew I'd use them. So I wanted to show you, this is one of the things I'm talking about. This was from Hobby Lobby several years ago. So what I would do with this is, I think you can pop it out. It's got staples. Or like I said, what I did with this one is you can just stitchy tape it in. So that's a good idea if you have these laying around, if you see them at the thrift stores. And then I have this big box. Let me push myself back. Of frames that I got from my sister. Now this is in addition to, I have piles and piles of frames on a shelf in a closet that I didn't take down because they probably avalanche on me. But this is a bunch of frames that I got from my daughter, and I wanted to kind of show you some of them, how cool they are. This one's just black with a gold inlay, which will make a fantastic frame for something. And then here is a gold frame. Would be fabulous for a sampler. I'll just show you a few of them so you guys have some ideas. Here's a little one, little gold frame. So this one was a picture that she'd gotten from Goodwill. Now, I won't keep the picture there, obviously. But another nice gold frame. And this one, not quite sure I like it, but I liked the shape, so I would probably paint it with chalk paint or something because I loved this bevel here. But definitely, like, think outside the box when you see them because there are some ugly frames out there that can be totally repurposed. And then here's another one. Now, I don't know if I like that, but if I did something small that had blue in it, it might be pretty dang cool. So that's another option. Here's some wall arts that she had that she wasn't going to use anymore. She's a very old soul and she loves this kind of stuff, but didn't want these anymore. These were from Savers thrift store. And then this one is got this gold with some blackish brown in it and maybe a little kind of pinkish and probably more red, which might be really cool for a sampler if there's red in it to pull that out. And then here is a really, really cool metal frame. I'm gonna get up close. Look at those corners, the metal accents is so beautiful. And this is an actual like picture frame, but that one's super cool. This one is very cool. Now I might paint, these are metal accents too, and the frame is pretty banged up, but you could totally like paint over that with, you know, it'd be tedious, but it'd certainly be worth it if you had something that would look amazing in it. So definitely don't discount the ones that are scratched up either because they can be really cool. Yeah. And then a couple more and then I'll be done. So this one was kind of neat. It's a gold frame. Now all these gold ones, like if it literally fit with something but the gold didn't match, I'd paint it. But this is a neat shape. So it'd be kind of interesting to see if I ever find anything that'll fit in that. And then this one's gorgeous too. It's an actual, used to be a tabletop frame. The thing was taken off. That's gorgeous. This one's really neat. Now, I don't like the color, but I would certainly maybe paint it, or maybe I'd find something. Because those accents, they're not metal. They're the same. Look, you can see my reflection. Hi. So that, and then this is the last one, which I fell in love with. This is metal. This is not, but this is metal. How freaking cool is that, you guys? So yeah, And you know, this was $1.99 at Goodwill, so definitely I just kind of wanted to show you about that since I talked about it. I wanted to show it to you since I talked about it on my finishing video. I'm going to throw these in here quick, sorry. I just don't want them all over the floor when I have other stuff to get to. Okay, done with that. All right, so now I'm going to talk about my whips. Pull this chair over. Told you I have stuff everywhere. I try to organize it, but I have a round table, so it's hard to organize it on the table. So I have chairs and stuff. Okay, so my first one is I've been working on Mystic Sampler by the Primitive Needle. And you all know if you watched my last video that I love all of her stuff. I've done Hoodoo Voodoo, Blackened Sky, and I got a lot of progress on that. I can put a picture where I was at before, but now I'm this far, and I love it. And this is on 32 count color and cotton tea leaves with the called for flosses. Needle minder is from last year's Black Needle Society Halloween box. It's the Stitcher Tarot card. I love that needle minder, it's so cool. So I made a lot of progress on that. I'm not gonna take it out of the Q step. I'm getting so close to being done. I have, let's see, this. I have that done. And then this and that. So just a little bit to do yet. So I'm definitely keeping it out of in the Q snap because I want to finish it. Okay, the next one is Little Summer Sampler by La Di Da. And this is a sale that Emily C. from Eclectic Possessions is hosting. Started on the first day of summer. And I am using, the hashtag is Little Summer Sampler Sale. And I am using 28 count color and cotton tea leaves. Now, this was actually stitched on 42 count, but I didn't want it to be that small, and I'm not making a pillow because you know me, I'm a framer. So I wanted it to be a little bigger, and I love how it's turning out. Now, I did my own color conversion because I wanted more of a brighter blue. I didn't want it to be so, like, I don't know, primitive looking. And so this is how far I am. Needle minder is from Mad from Minders. And so I am using, the blue is called Crystal Lake by the Gentle Arts. The vine is Tarragon by Weeks. And this gold is Putty by Weeks. And then the letters is Barn Gray by Gentle Arts. So I'm going to see if I can hold these up real quick on my bobbins. So yeah. So yeah, that's the color scheme I'm going for. I love it. I've only stitched on this a couple of days. It's actually fairly fast stitch. And I'm going to keep this on the Q snaps until I'm done as well, because when they're faster stitch, I'm like, let's get it done. But Lord knows I have enough that aren't done that are little stitches. Okay, so those are my only 2 whips since my last update. That's kind of crazy. Alrighty then. All right, sit these over here. So next, I have some plans that are also in my haul. Now, like I said, I have the Stitchville haul. Actually, I have quite a bit of haul. Some of the stuff I ordered a while ago, and it came like shortly after my last video, so it looks like more than, well, it is a lot. So my plans, some of them are in there, but I wanted to talk a little bit about, I'm patron to Michelle Bendy's Patreon's profile thingy, and she posted recently about how she was re-evaluating her whip goes. Now, I actually talk about this in my video with Sambry Stitchers that I think is going up this Sunday, my interview. and how I get stressed from challenges. Like, I feel pressured that I don't want to feel pressured. Yeah, it's for fun, and it's for me to be peaceful and relaxed and do what I enjoy to do, right? And I think that's the most of us do it for. But I am enjoying Whip Go, but I'm just not feeling some of the projects. So what I am going to do, Michelle had reevaluated and updated some of hers, and I was like, thank you for giving me permission, because I was kind of beating myself up about it. Like, I can't change that. Like, I need to keep it the same, but I am. So I am not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but because I still have one from May and then one from June that I haven't done, so I'll figure that out. But anyways, excuse me, I'm going to continue a little summer sampler and Mystic sampler. I am going to start, since I finished Heritage, I'm going to start a new Constellation. And I was actually FaceTiming with my friend Lisa. She is Lisa Pitts Dye on Instagram, and she also has a Etsy shop, Stitchy Notions by Lisa, that she sells fantastic bags, project bags. So we were Zooming or FaceTiming and pulling colors and stuff for this. I'm going to use all the called for color flosses because I don't want to mess with that. But I did pull them all, and I had a few more that I was like running low on, and I didn't want to mess with dye lots for one big piece. So I did buy some more at Stitchville. So now I'm ready for this. And I have it in the Q-Snap already, and this fabric is, let me see, there, that's probably a good indicator of it. Yeah, this is called Wet Cement by BeStitch Me, 36 count. The other one was 36 count, keeping this one 36 count. They're both called for that. And I have a needle there with my starting place. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. I might start that on the 4th of July, but I'm ready for it. So I'm sure I'll get started on this before my next video. And then Halloween Quaker, I think Michelle is hosting one of her Quaker Zoom sales on Saturday, I think. We're going up to Lake, so I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. If I do make it to the Zoom, then I'll be working on that, but that's kind of up in the air. And then I have a couple more plans that are actually in my haul. So I think it's time to get started with haul. I actually went to Home Goods and bought a basket to put my haul in. Isn't that nice? It's not always going to be this full, I promise. Okay. So first, one of my plans will be this Sunday, I think it's this Sunday, I have to check my calendar. Acorns and Threads is having one of their gatherings that you had the email and that you signed up for it, and I signed up for it. So we got the kit. The kit is wrapped up, or whatever it is, so that we can all open it together at the beginning of the Zoom. So I don't know what's in here, but they also send this package. So I've been told that they have M&Ms at their store. Somebody's obsessed with M&Ms, so they always send M&Ms, which I'm okay with. And then when it's your first event with them, they send you a name tag, and what you use over and over. And then every time you attend one, you get like a little charm or something to sew on here. And that came with this. Sorry. It's a little heart. It's a little heart one. It's hard to see on the white, but then they give you a ticket for drawings or something, and then they give you a bingo board, and then they give you a notepad and an Acorns and Threads pen with that. So that's super cool, and I cannot wait to see what is in that package. I'm super excited. So I will be bringing that up to the lake with me so that I can at least join the Zoom in the beginning, and we'll be driving home at some point, so I'm definitely not going to be able to attend the whole thing, but Gonna attend as much of it as I can. So that is on my plans. Yeah, isn't this pretty too? I feel some fabric. I feel some glosses. And of course a chart. So I'm excited to see what that is. And then I'll start that on Sunday as well. I'm sorry, my nose is super itchy today. Okay, so we got that. I'm actually going to pause for a second because I got to go blow my nose. Because I think it's allergies. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I'm going to first start with non-Stitchville stuff. I got my fabric of the month from Fiber on the Whim through Stitchy Box. This one is Slate. Super, super beautiful. And that is like showing pretty true to color. Love that. Yay. So I do 3 fabric clubs, and those are the only clubs I'm in. I do BeStitch Me Color and Cotton Neutral and BeStitch Me Neutral. And then this one, she actually rotates through all of the Fiber on the Whim colors. So eventually you'll get them all, which is really cool. Now I do 40 count linen on all of them because that's my favorite. So, okay. Next is my June. Oh, just kidding. I have one more club. It's my Bag of the Month club by So Much to Love. And this is super cute. Little beachy theme. And in here, we always get some goodies. They always send a tea. Elderflower Citrus. I'm really curious to see what that tastes like. I have such a stash of these teas, I just need to start using them. There was a beach ball needle minder made out of wood. Some saltwater taffy, and I believe she said that was made locally. Yes. Well, I guess I'm not quite sure where she is. I think she's in Utah. But it's saltwater taffy by the taffyshop.com in Utah. And then we had an exclusive, no, I don't know if it's exclusive. Oh, yep, it is. It is a chart by Hands On Design called Sun, Sand, and Sea. Now, I am not, like, into beachy type stuff, but I do collect beach glass. I have a lot of beach glass from Lake Superior up in, the Duluth and North Shore area, Grand Marais in here in Minnesota. I freaking love beach glass. I cannot wait. Like, my husband and I want to start travel, and I really want to do some beach glass, beach combing for some really cool stuff. I also, in addition to beach glass, I have a lot of things that have come out of Lake Superior. I have, right when that song first came out for kids, it was Baby Shark. Oh my gosh, when I start singing that, my head is like, but it was funny, right when that first came out, my nephews loved that song. I found a toy shark that came out of Lake Superior, and then I think I have a leg from like an army toy, like I have that. So I have some interesting things too. I have a lot of really neat rocks and various stuff. So anyways, that was a tangent. I get on those every once in a while. I'm not going to put that in there. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Next is my May Fabric of the Month from BeStitch Me. No. This is... Yeah, it is. At that time, I think I was still getting 32. This is Jobelin. And I think it was supposed to be linen, but I'll use it. It's a pretty color. It's called Stonehenge. Yeah, that looks like it. Stonehenge. This was the May one. So I must not have had it yet when my last update was live. or I just forgot it. Next is a couple more So Much to Love bags. Now, a couple of months ago, Crazy Annie Stitching she was selling leftover bags that she had at a discount, so I snapped a couple up. I love all things Halloween and cemetery and all those things, which you already know. So I really liked this one, so I grabbed that one. And these just came like a week and a half ago or something. And then the other one was these really cute snow globes. So yeah, I liked those. It was kind of funny though, because I forgot that I ordered them, and then they came in the mail, and I'm like, what is from Crazy Annie's? Like, literally had no idea until I opened up, and I was like, oh yeah. Oh well. I did get a couple charts online. I can't remember what Etsy store I ordered them from, but these were two that I really wanted from Plum Street Samplers. This one is the Harvest Keeper. It'd help if I put it right side up. I love her. I just think it's super cute. And Count Twice, Stitch Once. Yeah, we all hate frogging. We've all done it a million times. Okay, so then Brandy at BeStitch Me had at her last Friday night fight night. I got a piece of fabric. It's 18 count Ada, called Anemone. And it's kind of a gray with a little bit of like a lavender violet undertone. Super pretty. And then she always does giveaways, and I won 28 count linen and silks in the colorway Evil Queen. That is beautiful, and I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. These colors are typically not what I would pick out, but I am quite positive someday something will jump out at me. For sure, I think a Halloween one would look really cool on the fabric. So, and then I did a little damage on some needle minders. And first, I wanted to show you, so I had saw this on one of the Steel City Stitchers videos that one of the girls, I can't remember which one, loves gummy bears, and I freaking love gummy bears. I love them. And so there was actually a pin that is a gummy bear, and then part of it is a skeleton, gummy bear of a skeleton. And this was a pin, so I cut the pin off and put magnets and made it into a needle minder. And then the same with this. Now I showed you, did I show you? I don't remember. I got a magazine that had the Oregon Trail, which is what we called it when we were kids. We all know that that's not the way to say it, but in a magazine it had a chart with that, the stereotypical what we saw on the cover of probably the old floppy disks or whatever. And she had a pin that says, I died of dysentery on the Oregon Trail. So I made that one into a needle minder too, because I needed it for when I stitched that. Very, very cool. Then I got some needle minders from Allison. Rosie is a crafty girl. We love hers, don't we? She had posted some Handmaid's Tale ones, and I had to get them. This one is the, I don't know how to say it right because it's Latin, I think. Nolite te bastardis condumbalula, which means don't let the bastards grind you down. So I got those two. And then she posted after that she had a couple more, and the one that I fell in love with was my childhood Charlie Brown. And then she had a Beetlejuice one, which I loved, so I grabbed those two. And then I got a couple from Mad Reminders. You guys, these are so funny. Okay, so the first one is Frida. So cute. The second one, does anybody remember the Twilight Zone Eye of the Beholder? Oh my gosh, that was such a good episode. That is what that is. So, oh my gosh, I I loved the Twilight Zone growing up. A lot of people didn't because they thought it was scary, but I loved it. My other favorite episode is The Masks. It's actually based during Mardi Gras, and this guy is dying, and his family is like super, like, all they want him to do is die so they can get his money. And in order to get his inheritance, he made them wear masks for Mardi Gras, and they had to wear them through midnight. But when they took their masks off, their faces were deformed like the masks. That's another. They're so random. I actually want to go through and watch all of the Twilight Zones again. I should do that. That'd be fun. So anyways, I got that one. And then I got this Wizard of Oz one, which I thought was super pretty. All right. Next, I'm going to pull out... I got a couple things from Abby Top Knot. The first one I got, I fell in love with this by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I love this. I know it's a lot of stitching. It's nearly full coverage except for the greens. The background green is a fabric from Mountain Air Fabrics called Apple Harvest. And I did actually order a piece of that for this. But I just love it. And then when I was on there, I had to look for some more because one chart can't travel alone. And I found the Mill Hill Buttons and Beads, the Spooky Gate, which you know is right up my alley. So maybe start this one for Halloween. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so next I ordered a couple more things. And I can't remember from where, but I really wanted this chart. This is like the one I showed last time from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy with those blues, and I fell in love with it because I love blues. And then I was looking through the store, and I will look up and put on the screen where I got these from because I love to share so that you can give them business too. I found this one, Star Spangled Banner by Willow Hill Samplings. And the fabric, I don't know what the fabric is. I think it's meant to look like a golden sky, but it's literally all words except for that little bit of bottom. But it's 142 by 430, 142 by 432. Although I can't imagine, I mean, those words are going to be quick stitches. I love that. And then there's a chart. So when I was making my list for Stitchville, trying to just make sure that I got things that I needed, I had on my old list a chart that I couldn't ever find anywhere. So I thought, well, I'm going to do a quick Google search to see if I can find it. And I found it. I can't believe it. It is Plum Street Samplers, Tomb with a View. I cannot believe that I found that shop had that. And again, I'll put that on the screen so if you guys want it, you can see if she still has one. And so with that, I found Ghoul by Plum Street Samplers. And I also had been wanting this one, A Red Cottage by Plum Street Samplers. So yeah, I'm super excited. I can't believe I found it. It is 193 by 153, but again, almost all words. I love that. Super, super excited about that one. Okay, basket's empty except for a couple things here now. So my friend Liz from Liz Mathews sent me her newest releases. And so I wanted to show those. And also one of those is a plan. I just don't know if I'll get to it this month. But at Stitchville, I did buy the MPI Silks for Clara Hansen. Because I love those colors so much. And I think I have a fabric picked out. I had gotten a piece of like half of a yard of mystery fabric a while ago. I think it was from Vicki Clayton. Pretty sure that I think will look perfect with this. I just got to put the MPIs next to it and see. And then her other one was Home in My Garden. Old Friends. and her 4th day of Christmas. Now, she may or may not have sent me some extras to give away when I hit 2,000 subs. I'm getting close. I think I'm right around 1950. So stay tuned. You'll have to wait for that video and try to win. Okay, my next is my Stitchville. I'm just gonna try to move a couple of these things. All right. Alrighty. So I'm gonna, all right. So first I want to show you, Andrea had made me a couple scissor fobs. That one's, there's cute little skulls on it. And then she made me this one, which is like literally one of my favorite colors, hers too. Isn't that pretty? I told her she should sell them because they're really nice. I like them. Got to put them on some scissors. All right. Okay, my haul. So I know that this kit is hard to find because it's from 2013. And it is the Forget Me Not Sampler by Brenda Gervais. Stitchville had found a box of these in their back. So they had, I know Andrea bought one and I bought one, and then I think there are maybe 3 or 4 left. So if you're looking for this, you probably should call Stitchville because it might be your only chance. But yeah, the whole kit is in here. The flosses, the fabric. Although I don't know if I like the fabric, but anyway. So I grabbed that because I knew that literally would probably be my only chance to get one. And then, like I had said, I got a bunch of flosses that I needed for for a new Constellation, and I knew I needed a couple more for something else, but these are all the flosses that I bought just for various things. Most of them I think are for the new Constellation. And then I got the MPIs for Clara Hansen. I love them. I think they're pretty. And then I got, so this is something that I've been wanting for a long time. Nora Corbett's a little ladybug, Miss Ladybug. And then I got, it's all DMC. And then I grabbed the beads for it. So I just need to find some fabric. What are the size of these? 97 by 113. They're little. I mean, solid stitching, but yeah, so I grabbed that. And then they have a huge clearance section in the back hallway by the bathroom area. And I found one of Liz's old charts from when she was Elizabeth's Garden back in, I think she said she was 16. I was just looking to see if there's a date on it. There's not. Oh, my nose itches. And I think she might have redone this one if I remember correctly. So, of course, I get that. And then they also had one for her, My Home in the Garden. They had that one as well, and Andrea bought that one. I already had gotten that one on eBay. I have a couple of hers, which is really cool. And then I got, oh, my nose is so itchy today. Andrea and I wanted to find something to stitch together. We were looking and looking and looking, and it was kind of funny because she's like, do you like that? I'm like, I already have that. And I think, you know, we were trying to look for one that we could both buy that day. But we found this one by All Through the Night. It's a sheltering tree. And this is one of my plans too. I'm gonna start this. We're gonna start this on Friday. But it's super cool. It's all one color, variegated floss. And I don't like the colors just because I'm not that woodsy looking color type person. But there was a Gloriana silk that I've been looking at forever. It is called Harvest Grape. So I got that because it's got some really pretty colors, including, you know, some warmer tones. And then I found this fabric for it, which I am dying over. Trying to get the, here we go. It is 40 count linen fabrics by Steph in the colorway Murtaugh. And I thought that would look fantastic. You know, this isn't really showing up. Let me see if I go there. That's a little better. I think that's going to be beautiful. So that one I'll be starting on Friday. That's tomorrow. Well, I think I'll maybe get this up today or not, maybe be tomorrow. But anyways, today's Thursday. Right. And then I got some fabrics, and we all know how much we love fabrics, and it adds up. First one I got was R&R Fog Lifter. It is, here, I'm going to hold them up. Kind of a gray. It's a gray. It's pretty. I don't have a lot of grays or cool toned fabrics, which is why I kind of was looking for that. There's so many like fabrics that are so warm toned, and sometimes you just want something that's not. And then I got R&R Lucky Penny, which is kind of, it's a greenish, grayish greenish. And I thought, you know, there might be a really cool sampler out there that would look amazing on this. I'm sure there is. And then I got R&R, no, Fox and Rabbit Designs Prehistoric, which is a darker gray. And that is beautiful. It's got variegation, but not like a ton. Very subtle. And then I got, I don't know what brand it is. Don't know. It's called Cloudburst. If I can figure out what the brand is, I will post it. This one is a 37 count. Really weird. These were all 40. Yep, Prehistoric was 40. Lucky Penny is 35. And then Fog Lifter was 40. But yeah, this one is a 37 count. And it's a pretty gray. Now it's almost more of a warm tone gray. I love that. And then I think I have a Lugana or Job Lugana Vintage Country Mocha, but I don't think I've ever used it, but I saw they had a nice piece of it in 36 count, so I grabbed that because I have seen Pumpkin Hollow Quilts use this for a lot of her things, and I fell in love with it, so I grabbed that. So yeah. That is all for my haul, which is a lot. I do not think I have any orders out there. Well, I have a couple of like pre-order type things, but I'm sure my haul will be very boring next time, which is okay because I have plenty. Okay. And then the last thing that I wanted to do is, Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, we were talking about the a Christmas cross-stitch books that some of them came out with Better Homes and Gardens, and then I think some other companies took them over, but there was one released every year. And I have quite a few of them. I have some that that are missing from my collection. Eventually I'll get them, I'm sure. I have them on a Google spreadsheet, so if I'm somewhere and I see one, I can look up to see if I have it. But she was wanting flip-throughs, and I was talking to her, and I'm like, should I do a video of all the flip-throughs, or should I do one or two on my Flosstubes? And we thought, I was in agreement totally, and this is what I was leaning towards, is just doing one or two during a Flosstube, because that would probably get overwhelming and maybe even boring to see them all at once. So I grabbed a couple. I grabbed a newer one. This one is from 2014, which is newer considering there's some from the 90s. And this one is from $1998. So that was the year I got married. So I'm going to start with this one. Now, these books are neat. They all have a different title, or they're all a cross-stitch Christmas, but they all have different, like this one is A Season for Stitching. This one was a Heartwarming Holiday. And so that's the back cover of this one from '98. It was published, it says Better Homes and Gardens, but this one was published by Meredith. And then this one was published by Craftways. And this one does not say Better Homes and Gardens. So that's why I said I think they were taken over or sold or something like that. But this one, I think that that's really cool. I'll probably never stitch it, but I certainly don't think that it's outdated by any means. I feel like it's something people would still stitch. But there are some other ones. Now I'm just going to flip through things that kind of stuck out at me. This one is, trying to see how it tells me who the designer is. Oh, yeah. The designer is Barbara Sestock, and it's this one. Super cool Santa. Now, I don't know if there's definitely metallics. I don't see any. Maybe there are some beads. There are definitely some beads. I see them on the wreath. But yeah, this one says it's by Barbara Sestock. And then this one is also, it says adapted by Barbara Sestock from a Walnut Ridge collectible. So that's the collectible. And then she made the chart on that, which is pretty dang cool. I don't know who Barbara Sestock is. I don't know if like she designs under a different name or what it may be. I'm just going to flip through ones that I think you guys would like to see. Obviously, I got to keep flipping through the charts. Here is a cute pillow, Joy, and that stocking is real cute too. Little mice. The pillow is designed by Phyllis Dobbs, the Joy pillow. And then the stocking, and there's a little box. That is by Laura Doyle. That's neat. So I should share with you, I found a couple on Amazon, like Amazon sellers, and then I found some on eBay. I found some, I know I've gotten some on Stash Unload in the past. I can't remember where I bought. Oh, and then paperback swap. I used to swap books a long time ago and I still had credits. I think I got one off of there. And then there's Thrift Books website that I think I've gotten some off of there too. So you can find them anywhere. I don't think I've ever gotten any in a thrift shop yet. All right, sorry about that. I'm just flipping through. Cutie patootie. Mom and daughter. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Here's a sweater. It's awesome. Actually, that chart on the sweater looks kind of neat. Oh. Yeah, the chart looks pretty cool, pretty easy actually. All right, so, and they have different sections. This section is Stitch for Giving, Treasured Tree Trim, so that'll have ornaments, Simple Season. There's sections throughout the book. Here's a Hardanger and an American Girl doll. And my daughter collected those. We have a big old bin of those. She kept them all. This is cute. This is in the section called Christmas Characters. And that is by D. Shelby. D-E space Selby. S-E-L-B-Y. And then these nutcrackers are really cool. I love nutcrackers. I could totally stitch those. I totally will at some point. They would be cool. And now those are by Phyllis Dobbs. here is one. I don't know if it's meant to be a patriotic or just his bag color. That's Santa. And that is by Carol Rogers. I think I might be getting to the end of this one. Yep. And then they always have a section like on how to do stitches. And then they have an index in the back and they talk about fabrics. So yeah, that was 1998. Cool. All right, so the next one is 2014. This one is a heartwarming holiday. And it was, like I said, published by Craftways. Does not say, look at the back. Some pretty ones in there. And I feel like these are still designers that we would know the names of, I'm pretty sure. I'll probably show you all of these. This one's called Peppermint Delights. That is super pretty. And that is by Janelle Giese, G-I-E-S-E. Ooh, these colors are pretty. The snowman is adorable. Oh, this way. And the snowman is by Ursula Michael, and the Peace on Earth is by Emily Peacock. All right. This one is awesome. I definitely am going to stitch that. It is called Santa's Sleigh. Actually, this section is called Peppermint Delights, I think. Yeah, this section is called Peppermint Delights. So I guess I'm not sure what the names of them are. I'm sure it's like on the chart, but both of these are beautiful. So yeah, this one here is by Barbara Anna. I freaking love that. I'm definitely going to stitch that. And then this one is beautiful. And that one is by Elizabeth Almond. This one, I'm just going to flash it quick because the charts are on the same page, but these are just some cute little ornaments. Don't want to have a copyright after me. Okay, so that lovebird, the bird one in the beginning was Frosty Lovebirds. The snowman is Blustery Day Pillow, which I wouldn't do in a pillow. Peace on Earth with Peace on Earth. Barbara Anna's was Merry and Bright. And it's framed in a, looks to be a gold frame. I have those. No, maybe not. No, just kidding. All right, this one is a section called Holiday Classics. This one's Visions of Sugar Plums Danced in Their Heads by Sue Hillis. Ooh, there we go. Love that. Love, love, love that. Next one is by Teresa Curry and Brian Stugelmayer of Needlebling. So that's this one, Needlebling Designs. And then the Three Wise Men is by Linda Bird. There's a lot of different colors in that. Okay, next is another one by Barbara Anna. Cool, you guys need to get this book. This one is, I think, called Happy Owl Days. And then over here are, I don't know what they're called, by Kathy Bussey, B-U-S-S-I. And they're like little pieces that you can, they have them on cards. You can make them as ornaments. This one I'm going to flash real quick because the charts are on the same page, but they're Biscornu ornaments by Poppy Benner. Oh, there. And then we're at an hour. Visions of Sugar Plums. Then North Star is the Needlebling Designs, Three Wise Men. Happy Owl Days. Classic Christmas cards was that one. All right, the next section is Scandinavian Christmas. These are little ornaments by Barbara Sestak. This next one is by Joan Elliott. I have her Halloween one that was released maybe last year, but this one is awesome. It only has 2 colors, and I don't know what the name of it is. I'll find that out in a minute here, but this one is by Joan Elliott. That's cool. I'm just not sure how my last name would fit in there, but we would probably just make the whole box my last name with 14 letters. And then this one is by Julia Lucas. This next one is an angel by Elizabeth Spurlock. And then next is a Scandinavian stocking, and that is by Laurel Blake. Sorry, I'm getting thirsty. My throat's getting dry. All right. The next one are little, they put them on a stick and put them in a poinsettia by Lois Winston. Again, this one, the charts are on the same page, so I'll try to show. I was thinking they looked like beads, but they're not. Okay. So those ornaments, folk art ornaments, and then Crimson Christmas Sampler, that was the Joan Elliott one. And that's a big chart. That pillow that had the stars on it, Yuletide Stars pillow. The angel is called Sweet Angel. That stocking is called Dala Horse Stocking. And I don't know anything about those horses, so I'm sure they're symbolic for something. I'll have to look that up. The next section is called Let It Glow. Oh my gosh, this one's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so bright and beautiful. See, look at this frame. Like, literally, don't discount those frames that you think are not going to go with anything, because they might. That's by Ursula Michael. That's so cute. I love it. These next ornaments are by Barbara Campagna, Campagna, C-A-M-P-A-G-N-A. And looks like they might be done on perforated paper or maybe even that plasticky stuff. And then this one is by Ada Hayden Joy. This next one is by Amy Brukin. Cool. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. I love those tall, skinny Santas, but I just have a hard time because I hate stitching white. Don't we all? The next one is by Jennifer Rodriguez, and it looks like they're just little pillow ornaments. And then this one is called Joy by Erica Decker-Ratjes, R-A-A-T-J-E-S. There's buttons on there. Cute. If I just showed the chart because I just realized it's on that page, I'll put something over it because I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, so yeah, I think I pretty much said the names. The next section is Into the Winter Woods. Those are pillows, and they're by Linda Bird. I love the owl and the, is it a porcupine? They're cute. They got little wispy back stitches around the eyes and then above his head over here. Super cute. The next is a Happy Holidays sign by Maria Warmke, and there is a quilt block forestry by Eric Shipley. It's Ship's Manor, isn't that? So this one is by Maria Warmke, and then this one is by Eric Shipley. This is by Janella Geisy or Geesey, and it is a elf. Step into a fairy tale and let the sweet Pumblenik and his forest friends guide your way. He is adorable, and look at the fox. This one is by Cecilia Turner. Heart and Hand. I think I'm right. Sometimes I'm terrible about that. This one has the chart too, so I'm going to try to bend it. That's cute. I like that. I think these are just, oh, here's one more section. Sugar Plum Elegance. This one is Be Festive by Michelle Lutzen. These are some ornaments. They're Nutcracker ornaments by Lois Winston. And then this stocking is by Donna Vermilion Giampa. I think that's Vermilion Stitchery, if I remember correctly. Oh my god, I had to tickle my throat. Hopefully it goes away. I don't want to start coughing on you guys. Okay, so this one is a mansion. Has metallic floss and beads by Janelle Geisy. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh, I love that. I could see myself stitching that for sure. And then these little box thingies are by Debbie Rowley. This one is by Tracy Horner from Ink Circles. And this has the thing on the page, so I'm going to try to bend it back too. That's cute. And that Be Festive. So these are just the charts now. And this section is called Quick and Easy Gifts. These are by Joan Elliott. They're cute. Very, very cute. And these are just the charts for it. And that's it. Then the cross stitch basics and sources. So yeah, that was 2013, did I say? I know I've said it a couple times, but short-term memory. 2014. That one's cool. I love that. I think I maybe have like 10 of these left, if I'm remembering correctly, but like I said, I'll do one or two when I do my updates. And so you can see them because there's some really neat projects in there. I think that's all I have. I want to thank you for watching and appreciate all of you, all the comments and likes and subscriptions. I am trying to respond to comments as fast as I can. That gets to be a little overwhelming for me because there's a lot, which I so appreciate. I read all of them for sure. And then when I get a chance, I kind of do one lump of replies, but just know that I read them all. So I want to just say again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.